Dawn crossbow builds, yeah.
Hello everyone, welcome to Grim Dawn Crossbow Builds, where all we talk about are crossbow builds for Grim Dawn. Today we're looking at a character in Grim Dawn League Season 6, which is a community mod with lots of new content and a leaderboard where if you complete challenges in the game, you get points to advance on this leaderboard. On the upper left corner you can see I'm playing as crossbow builds and I'm rank 130 with 4,325 points. It's not a very competitive experience, it's quite friendly and relaxed. There's a chat at the bottom left that has everybody in it. There's a hardcore solo self-found leaderboard and there's a softcore trade leaderboard. I'm playing on softcore trade and everybody's in the chat at the same time. If you want to know more about the Grim Dawn League, there's a link in the description below where you can check out their website and play the league if you want. This event is going on in the summer of 2024. If you're watching after this, you can usually play the league mod off-season as well. The particular character that we're looking at today I'm calling Silent Rah'Zin Conjurer. It's using the full Silent N set, which is from this mod, and the full Rah'Zin set from the base game. I'll show you a dummy kill. This is a very simple play style. Just turn on your Blood of Dreeg. Primal Strike converted to Acid and Chaos damage is on left click, and on right click is Curse of Frailty for your resistance to shred. I also have the occasional Doom Bolt in the mix to trigger Abominable Might. And the Rah'Zin set also gives you an attack called Touch of Chaos for some extra resistance shred, so I have those on my skill bar. There's the dummy kill. Let's talk about our skills. This is a Conjurer, which is the combination of an occultist and a shaman. Our main attack is Primal Strike, so of course we're invested in that. It's bound to the Eldritch Fire Devotion, which helps with Chaos Resistance Shred. We have the Mutator for Primal Strike active, which makes it not have a cooldown at the cost of some reduced damage. The Silent N set that we're using more than makes up for the damage loss, so I think it's worth it in this case. We also have an investment in Primal Strike's modifiers, Torrent, and Storm Surge. Most of that lightning and electrocute damage is converted to chaos and poison damage. Brute Force is maxed out for the extra lightning damage and health. Again, the lightning is converted to chaos and acid damage. Mogdrogan's Pact gives us extra physical damage, also converted into our chosen damage types, plus health and energy. Couple points in Heart of the Wild for extra health and health regen, and also in Oak Skin for extra defensive ability, armor, and resistances. On the occultist side, our aura is Possession, which is the obvious choice for any chaos build, with flat chaos damage, percent chaos damage, and also bonuses to acid and poison, along with damage absorption and skill disruption protection. This is bound to the Giant's Blood proc. I have 1 point in Doom Bolt, just to trigger the Constellation proc Abominable Might, a maxed out Soleil's Witchfire for extra chaos damage and attack speed, bound to the Turtle Shell Devotion. This helps us cap our attack speed on this character, so we're at 200% attack speed, which is the max. We're also using Second Right for the percentage bonus to chaos damage, and also some vitality damage. Our main source of resistance shred is Curse of Frailty, which is soft capped. We're using its modifier Vulnerability to give us extra poison and acid resistance shred. We have a good investment in Blood of Dreeg, which gives health restoration, flat acid damage, offensive ability, and health regen. We've also got Aspect of the Guardian, which scales our poison damage, gives us physical resistance, and also gives us poison resistance. Let's go through our devotion constellations. This is going to be our final setup with a bunch of defensive constellations. As I was leveling, I took some vitality damage stuff. When I got to level 100, I reset the devotions, and this is what I wound up with. So starting from scratch, I took a point in yellow at the crossroads, took the tortoise, It's bound to the Vitriolic Gallstone weapon component aura. After that I had some blue points, so I took the Sailor's Guide for elemental and physical resistance. Then I refunded the yellow point, stuck a point in purple, and took the Empty Throne, which gives nice resistances, and a bunch of purple points. Then I stuck a point in green, took the Spider for green points, took Mistress of Rumors for the acid resistance shred. That's bound to Curse of Frailty. I took Behemoth for the life regen. Giant's Blood is bound to Mogdragon's Pact. I took the Hydra for ranged weapon bonuses. Soleil's Witchblade for Chaos Resistance Shred, that's bound to our main attack, Primal Strike. Chariot of the Dead for stun and slow resistance, offensive ability, and a Wayward Soul healing proc, which I have bound to Possession. After that, I had 18 green points and 9 red, which is enough to take the Abomination, and the Abominable Might proc is bound to Doombolt. Let's talk about our gear. As I mentioned at the beginning, this is the Silent N set combined with the Rah'Zin set. These two sets take up most of our equipment slots. I'll talk about the Silent N set first. We're using the weapon, which is a hand crossbow, one-handed crossbow. These are exclusive to this mod. They're also going to be part of Fangs of Astrakarn. This weapon, Silent N's hand crossbow, gives a larger target area to Primal Strike and converts all the physical to chaos damage. Silent N's mask converts elemental damage to acid damage and gives energy leech to possession. The offhand, Silent N's Orb of Agony, gives full lightning to acid conversion on Primal Strike and also a huge 200% weapon damage boost. Silent N's gloves give extra crit damage to Primal Strike, extra flat chaos damage, and some skill points to Primal Strike's modifiers. The medal, Silent N's mark, gives flat chaos and poison bonuses to Primal Strike. When you have all 5 pieces, you get some really nice bonuses, including extra total speed, extra flat damage, damage converted to health, +1 to all skills, a total damage modification for Primal Strike, and Chaos Resistance Shred for Curse of Frailty. The other set that we're using is Rah'Zin's Torment, which is primarily intended for a Witchblade or Witch Hunter, but is also serving our purposes pretty well. This armor gives flat chaos damage and +2 to Soleil's Witchfire. The amulet, Rah'Zin's Gem, gives Chaos Resistance Shred to Curse of Frailty and also flat chaos damage to the curse. Rah'Zin's Shoulder Guards give a bonus to Possession and a nice bunch of health. The belt, Rah'Zin's Waist Guard, completes the set, giving flat chaos damage and +1 to all occultist skills. When you have all these items together, you get an extra 15% Chaos Resistance Shred on Curse of Frailty, and also a default weapon attack called Touch of Chaos. Our rings are a monster infrequent exclusive to this mod called Elder Rings, which give +3 to Doombolt and +3 to Primal Strike, both skills that we use a lot. These rings also give extra armor, strangely. Our boots are Mythical Vilescorn Greaves. These help to scale acid and poison damage. You'd probably get a little bit more damage using boots that support chaos damage, but these help to cap my resistances, so I'm still using them. Our relic is the Eldritch Pact, which gives flat chaos damage, elemental resistance, health regeneration, +1 to all occultist skills, and a chaos and vitality attack proc. Our pants are Mythical Demon Bone leg plates, which help to scale our chaos damage, give us a bunch of extra defensive ability and armor, give +2 to Curse of Frailty and Soleil's Witchfire, and also give a Chaos Retaliation proc. Leveling this character is fairly easy because Primal Strike is very good at lower levels. You can basically use whatever two-handed ranged weapon you pick up. I chose to switch over from lightning to vitality damage for my mid-levels, using the Merriwill's Soul Piercer. This is also a season exclusive item. This one is carried over from previous seasons. It gives very nice support for Vitality Primal Strike.